So I put out a form last week for people to vote for the podcast name, and well, I'm here to tell you the results of the vote. Okay, so somebody suggested adult, and that was like I think 5.9% or 5.3% of people voted for that. And then the next option was abnormal adult, and 23.5% of people went for that. And then the obvious winner, atypical adult, 70.6% of the listeners voted for that. So that gives us the name of the podcast. So I'm officially welcoming you guys to the Atypical Adult Podcast for the first time. Okay? Put your hands together, guys. To be honest, I really thought that the abnormal adult option would be the winner, but because I really think that a lot of the listeners are not normal. And the answers to the question I asked last week would prove that to you people. But before I do that, let me just ask you guys, how was your week? What's been going on with your life? How has your week been? What's been happening with you? How you guys feeling? How you guys doing? This time last week, I was taking the vaccine. I was on my way. I even missed my way, Seth. I was driving and I missed the turn. But anyway, I was on my way to take the vaccine and I took the vaccine. The auntie that poked me, I just want to ask her, did I steal her boyfriend or something? I don't really know, because the way the auntie just came and poked me, you people think that we had issues before or something. But anyway, I had like initial pain in my left arm for, roughly 24 hours thereabout. So, but I took it on Wednesday and by Friday I was fine. So I'll just say that's pretty much how I felt. It's my first dose, by the way, so I still have one more dose. I'll take that whenever they call me to take it or whenever I feel like going in there. I'm not rushing, okay? There's no rush. So when I took the vaccine, they told me to wait outside for 15 minutes. I don't know, like I was really curious, like, why are you asking me to wait outside for 15 minutes? Is that maybe something goes wrong? Maybe if I faint. Because I'm like, what if I faint when I'm driving home? What if I have issues when I'm driving home? But anyway, there was no apart from the pain in my arm, there was no other side effects. Well, general tiredness for maybe a good part of Thursday, but then I felt fine. By Friday, I was good. So if you haven't taken your vaccine, I can encourage you to go out and take your vaccine, okay? But definitely take your time to decide if you want to or if you don't want to, okay? It's really up to you at this point. Anyway, that's that. Earlier this week, I saw people signing petition for Jeff Bezos to stay in space. What's going on? You people that are signing, what's your problem? I don't know, it's like people want something like Avengers to become real or something. If the guy is outside now, even if he wants to do something, nobody's monitoring him. If he wants to do something to Earth now, he will just do it. And we don't even know where we find ourselves. People be thinking well of the petitions they are signing. Thank you. Anyway, let's move on to the song of the week. Song of the week, because I'm feeling high today. I'm not feeling high. But yeah, I'm feeling all good today. So the song of the week is Ade Ori Okin. So this is a song by K1 The Ultimate. I'll have it linked in the description box so you guys can go and check it out. Okay? I mean, you'd have seen it on Instagram. People use it for their reels and stories and whatnot. So yeah, it's a pretty common song by now, I think. I mean, you don't have to understand what it says. Just dance and be happy. Okay? Enjoy. It's been in my head since like yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been playing in my head. But yeah, that's the song of the week. I only have one song. I don't have a second song, okay? The other songs in my head, they're not giving me the vibe that I want. So yeah, that's the song I'm putting out for the week, okay? Thank you. Like I said some of these listeners are not normal, because when I went through the answers to the question that I asked last week, clearly, what's wrong with some of you? What's going on? I read some answers, I'm like, okay. Anyway, before I go into that, I'll just tell you the story that got me thinking about that, or got me to suggest these questions. All right, my friend told me a story. Now she told me this story. I was listening, but then I was pretty much just waiting for the end of the story, which now I don't remember what the end was. So I asked her to tell me the story again, and she told me she has forgotten. Can you imagine this human being? I pretty much waited to record this episode because I want her to remind me of the story, but now she has not done it. So well, I'm just going to say what I remember. So in this story, two people meet and start dating, boy and girl. And then this girl, her last relationship, the guy that she was dating kind of like came to her, maybe was like he lost his job and stuff, that she should help him out, and she did help him out, but then he stole from her, he ripped her off. So this new relationship, the same thing happens to this guy, and then he says he lost his job, or he's under investigation and suspension from work. He lost his job basically, and then he's waiting to be vindicated. So that whole period while he's under investigation, is asking for a place to stay, someone to help him out. And this guy's like, flat out, no, I'm not helping you because, once bitten, twice shy. What do you expect to happen? Anyway, this girl's friend, because I think they live in the same apartment or the same house, she notices that that friend's boyfriend, the girl is being mean to him and stuff. So she decides to help him out. She helps him out, he finally gets a place to stay. And then after a while, they become close and somehow they feel awkward about dating, but then they start dating. But the actual girlfriend does not know, or ex-girlfriend at this point does not know. So eventually, this guy gets reinstated at work. He gets his job back. Everything comes back to normal. And then this girl finally finds out that he's dating her friend. And pretty much, castle burst and, friendship scatter, and that happens. So that's pretty much what inspired the questionnaire I sent out last week. Okay, I don't know the end of the story. I don't know what happened. It was a movie that she watched and I don't recall the end of the movie, so I'm just going to go straight into the responses that I got. Okay, so before I start, I'll just put this disclaimer out there. Do not take this as advice. Do not use it to make life-changing decisions in your life. Okay, but I'll also state that you should not let your friendship stop you from meeting the love of your life. This life is very, life is transient. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with the responses that I got, and I'll pretty much be reading, with the tone that I sense, in these responses. Okay, let's go. So this first person says their answer is no. Can you date your friend's ex? The answer is no, and why? It depends. If my friend gives me permission, I'll be cool. And yes, I know they're not dating anymore. I only ask for permission so it won't be weird when we all have to go for events and all, but it may be no. This one that you have to ask for permission. Please, is it not obvious that this is slippery territory? It's not obvious that there's a problem. If you have to ask for permission, it's not obvious that there's a problem. I promise you, to be awkward. Your friend is alumnus of this person that you want to date. So now they can even be giving you advice. Say, oh, that's where it took me to. Make sure it doesn't take you there. That's what it did for me on Valentine's Day. Make sure it does something different for you. That's what it always does for all these girls. Anyway, think about it, Sha. Think about it. It will be awkward. It will still be awkward. I promise you. This person says their answer is no. I don't want to date anyone. Poor baby, what happened? Why don't you want to date anyone? Why? Kilo shele. Talk to me. This next person says maybe. Depends on if we actually like each other or we're just dating to spite others. Sa or ma, which one is it going to be? I feel I'm sensitive as a guy, but anyway, if you like each other, we're dating to spite. Which one is it going to be? So you would date if you like each other, and then you will not date if it's to spite others. Let me tell you something. Whether you intend to spite others or you don't intend to spite others, they will still feel the spite. I'll just tell you. Whether they will feel spited, they will still feel little. I'm just telling you. So whatever you want to do. Damn the consequence. Do whatever it is you're going to do, okay? It's going to look like you're spiting others, whether or not that's your intention, okay? So yeah, this next person says yes, because I am a war. I sense a lot of violence in this person. I cast the spirit of violence from my listeners. I cast the spirit of violence away. So you're going to say, damn the friendship. This person is ready for violence all day. Well, I wish you luck. May the force be with you. May the universe be with you. May the force be with you. May the stars align in your favor. Because you look like you're ready for war anyway. So whatever happens, you'll be ready to fight. But I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. This next person says, yes. Fortunately, my friends and I don't have similar specs, so I'm not attracted to their type. Let me tell you something, sister or brother. Let me tell you something. You don't have similar specs until you have similar specs. You don't know these things. You see, I've learned in this life that you should not be saying never, because it's when you say that never, you just unbutton, and life will be like, okay, let me see whether what you're saying is true. Let me test you. But if you say that, your specs is different from your friends, then it's fine. It's fine. But me, I'm just wondering, why are people friends? And what are you similar? What are the things that bring you together? I'm just curious. So I'm not insinuating anything. Just curious. Okay. This next person says, no. God forbid bad thing. Somebody's vomit. I'll pass. My friend, will you keep quiet? Let me just ask you something. Say your friend now was dating Michael B. Jordan. Let's say the babe that is dating now is your friend. And maybe they break up. And then this guy come and ask you out. You now say, somebody's vomit. I beg you. Almost everybody is somebody's ex. Calm down, sister or brother. Calm down. Nobody is vomit, please. Nobody is vomit. On to the next person. This listener says, yes. Because I'm a what? I don't know. Is this another person? Is this the same person with the former person? Do you people like violence like this? I can't stand by the spirit of violence. Next person says, no, it's no fun because you won't be able to talk about your relationship with that friend. It's true. It's true. I mean, everybody just walking on eggshells. Just imagine now, you and your friend, let's say two girls are sitting there and talking. And like, Taya is taking me to the movies today. So we're going to watch Avengers. Then maybe, the other girl should be like, Avengers, it's the same movie. He took me to watch that movie too last year. He took me to watch that. Is that the only thing that he knows how to watch? He doesn't know how to watch any other thing. And that's why people just be fighting. Or you can't even just rant more about your friend. And your friend too, she cannot just rant more about her ex. Two guys will sit there, you just be, guys, I feel like guys, they don't really have a big deal with this thing. But I'm not sure. I feel like they're pretending to. So I'm really not very sure about it. Because two guys now can just sit down now and be like, I got the best gift for Val's Day this year. So what did she get you? She got me boxers. Like, she got me boxers, so that girl is very broke. I don't know why I thought that rubbish, but anyway, let's move on to the next answer. So this next person says, no, ain't no way. Plenty fish in the sea. Why that fish? Benny, it is true. Why that fish? I stand you. Why that fish? Why that person? Is there nobody again? Is it more than 7 billion people on this earth? You say it's that person that you're going to date. But I might also tell you that, don't let your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend stop you from the love of your life. Go ahead. I stand you, brother or sister. Let's move on to the next person, next listener. This person says, maybe, depends on how my friend feels about it. I just have one question, bro, or sis. How will you know? How will you know? I mean, your friend can just tell you, yeah, go ahead and date him. She just wants to save face now. I don't want to be like the one that is, stopping your progress in life. She say, yeah, go ahead and date him. Whereas in her mind, she's like, so you're still going? So you're still going to date him because I say you can't go. I mean, you can't really know how people feel. People can say whatever they feel like saying or they want to say, but sometimes, they can just say just to mask how they actually feel. You don't know. So just if you're going to do it, please just be aware that you might not be working with, correct facts. This next listener says, yes, I can tell him first and he agree, but I don't think it can lead to marriage though. We are just chilling. I got questions for you, bro, because I'm guessing it's a guy, because says I can tell him first, so I'm guessing it's a guy. So it says I can tell him first if you agree. Please, Ngwanu, why are you going through all this stress just to chill? Because say I don't think it can lead to marriage though, but we're just chilling. I don't understand. You risk your friendship just to chill. I don't get it. I'm trying to get it. It's not making sense. Like I said earlier, a lot of you people, you're not normal. You're not normal people. God help us. So it's obscene. Next person, next listener. So this person says, no, could it work? And that's on period. I stand you. I agree with you. I stand for you. Next person. So this next listener says, maybe, depends on how long they were dating. Plus, if God says that's the person for you. I got 2 questions for you, sister or brother. I'm just gonna ask you just 2 questions, or 1 question actually, and then I'll say, my brother or sister, how long is too long? I just want to know, like, in your mind, like, how long is too long? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 year? Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years? How long is too long? Okay. And then it says, and then you also say, if God says that person's for you. See, I salute people that say that you used to hear God, like he used to speak clearly in your ear. I really have to talk like this because you used to hear God in matters like this, very clear, crisp. I salute you people because the God that I serve is not the author of confusion. I just thought I should just let you know. The God that I serve, in case it's the same God that I serve, is not the author of confusion. But then to each his own, This next person says yes, cause I can if she's cool with it. Like I asked the other person before, how will you know? How will you know that she's cool? Think about it. How will you know that she's cool? I mean, just think about it though. Be careful. Onugo, be careful. Okay, this next person says, no, just because I can't. And that's some Mary had a little lamb. That's some Mary had a little lamb. I can't. I stand you there. I stand you. This other person says, no. And what's their answer? 88. I don't understand this answer. The things I saw this answer before, and I was like, maybe this person made a mistake or something. But now that I think about it, I went out to Google what 88 means, and I'm just like, yo, please. I've said before that some listeners are not normal, but you guys don't have to go to the extreme, okay? I'm not going to tell you what I saw on the internet, but 88, are you people kidding me? I don't want bad vibes here. This is all bands and good vibes, okay? So this last answer that I'll just go through before I wrap up this episode. But this person says no. It sounds awkward dating your friend's ex. Not like it's a rule. Not like a rule is in place though. Well, definitely sounds awkward. I mean, you guys can talk about it. You guys can just, chill. You can't just rant small. You can't complain small. Just, this is what this person did. This was like, that's what it did to me too. This girl, she know they cook. Like, you don't know say she know if you cook before. I will think about it. Like, you can't even just have regular banter and just laugh or, they'll just start my problem pass you on. That's how the conversation will go. Please, I don't know, think about these things when you're making this kind of decision, okay? Think about it. I mean, there are no rules, okay? Like I said earlier, do not let your boyfriend, do not let your friend, do not let your husband, don't let them stop you from meeting the love of your life, okay? Be ready to risk it all. Ready to risk it all right? Anyway, you can try your luck however it goes for you. I mean, if it goes great, fantastic, you have a testimony. If it goes south, you also have a testimony, or at least a lesson. You decide to try your luck and you failed, well, it's not the end of the world. You can always try again. That's it for this episode. Next week we'll be going to another side of relationship, but not friend. It's going to be friendship, okay, not romantic stuff. All right, so I'll put out a link for another question, another set of questions. It'll be anonymous as usual. Please go ahead and fill it out, and please share the link with your friends and with your network, so that they could also respond and have a lot of responses. I want to have a variety of responses, okay? I'll be asking about friendship. I'll be asking what the most memorable thing your friend has done for you is, and how that made you feel. Please, I don't want romantic stories, okay? You guys can leave. We are in July and the weather is hot. It's too hot for weather for two. It is not weather for two. So please, no romantic stories. You can leave that for December and February. That's when there's winter and that's when it's cold and that's when there's time for weather for two. All right? Okay, it's too hot. Thank you. So please come with your, amazing friendship stories. I want positive vibes. I mean, we can have a few that are not so, that maybe not so good, but I would really love to have the positive ones for next week. Okay, so that's pretty much what is going to be for next week. Please, like I said, please don't be romantic. Don't tell me that my husband is my best friend. My I don't want to hear it. My husband is my best friend, my boyfriend is my best friend, my girlfriend is my best friend. Stop it. Your best friend, okay? Your closest friend, because some people don't like to use the term best friend. I'm one of those people. But your closest friend, your best friend, or just in general, the most memorable thing that a friend has done for you. It could be any friend, really. Friend, not acquaintance, okay? Friend. Thank you so much for listening to this episode today. Please go ahead and fill the questionnaire below, and let's have a variety of answers for next week. So till next week, I hope to see you guys next week. So then, stay blessed, stay safe. Bye for now.